How you guys doing today? My name is Leo Schoolfield. We're here with Pay It Forward on Pay It Forward with my man Jacorey Parker. Now, this guy, let me just to give a little spiel about him before he really introduces himself. This guy has went from being in the Air Force to doing actual 7 Eagle skill bridge, kind of like how a lot of us are right now, and then going into the little landscape business, and then he finally made his own business with it, and he's just been hard charging the whole way through. So please help me welcome this amazing guy to the stage, Jacorey Parker. Jacorey, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Leo?
Man, I'm doing good. Every day is a blessing. So please let me and all the people who are watching, all the vets and even civilians that are watching right now, please tell us a little bit about yourself and, give us every detail. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just as interested as I am.
I got you. I joined the military right out of high school. I graduated in 2016 from Birmingham, Alabama, and I graduated in May, and I left that August. So it was pretty quick. My first duty station was Airforce Base, which is in Northern California. It was a pretty cool assignment. I was there for about 4 years and deployed, out of there to West Africa. Coming back from deployment, I got orders to back in my hometown, which is Montgomery, Alabama, which is an hour south of Birmingham. And I was there as an instructor. I made E5 there at my 4-year mark, and pretty much my job was physical training instructor for it's called OTS, Officer Training School. It's like basic training, for the officers. So fast forward there, I became a supervisor there. I became, over a whole section, and waking up working alongside of drill sergeants and stuff like that was pretty eye opening. And towards my last year, I just felt like I need to do something different. The military's been good. My 7 years, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty amazing, and the people, the memories, and all that. But transitioning out, I feel better. I feel like you got to have a lot of faith to just step out from you're going to get paid first and 15. That's one thing guaranteed. But to step out and do all the research and put all the homework in right now is it's pretty rewarding. And by joining with the 7 Eagle group, it's kind of opened my eyes, because being able to work with another landscape company and show how they order supplies, show how they manage their books, and get the stuff, the back office work done, to be able to assist them. And that wouldn't happen if it wasn't for the 7 Eagle group. So I definitely appreciate you guys and your team over there.
No, we appreciate you. I appreciate you, like taking your time out of your day to come be interviewed by us and just basically tell your amazing story to all the people who are watching today. I know for me, 7 Eagle Group has done a lot by helping me. I never knew tech, and then I never knew cybersecurity, and they kind of helped push me to where I wanted to go instead of just trying to put me in a tech position. So I guess my question for you is, like, can you emphasize a little bit more of like how 7 Eagle Group kind of helped you through that? Like, did they say, hey, Jacorey, no, this is a tech program, I'm sorry, but you got to be in tech? Or were they kind of helping you reach the goal that you wanted on your time and helping you strive for your better?
So honestly, right up front, when I talked to Mr. Kern, he just listened. Honestly, he barely was talking, and he was just trying to get understand like the things that I needed from him. And I know it's probably could have been different, different scenarios, but for me to be on the entrepreneur side, having those long talks with him about marketing, about QuickBooks, about a lot of different things that he's an entrepreneur, and the things that he knows and the things that I know might be on different paths and stuff. But just getting that knowledge from him was amazing, and we did that, right up front. And I was like, man, I got to get connected, with Seven Eagle. And he gave me a hard task, finding, reaching out to, someone, that's not local to, to get that, extra experience that I would need, once I fully transitioned into a vet.
Yeah, I was about to say Jordy is a. I hope he's watching. Jordy is one of the best people to go to for things like that. After he built the whole Seven Eagle thing, the whole Seven Eagle company, that's one of the best people that I go to, and that's my personal mentor as well. Is helping me through my transition as well. And like, I guess another question for me would be like, personally, how did you enjoy your skill bridge? Was it something that like if you could redo all the steps, you would go through again? Is it a place a company you would repick if you could?
So when I was right at my 6 year mark, that was when I said I'm gonna, I'm gonna start my own business. And with that, so I was able to extend, my contract for another year. And I said, I'm gonna use this, my last year to, make sure all of my, documents is good. Let's see about, what kind of experience I can get, before I transition out. And going down the skill bridge list, and when I had seen, Seven Eagle, I sent them an email, and man, like I think it was the same day. I think I got a call from him. I got a call from him directly, and just being able to, step out of my comfort zone and just, be part of y'all was pretty good. So, and picking Seven Eagle Group, honestly, I had another skill bridge opportunity, and they wasn't emailing me back. They wasn't, doing the things that I needed for them. And Seven Eagle was, they was hiding, and I was okay. I'm with it.
No, I definitely agree with that one because the same day I applied, I was sitting in TAPS class. I remember like it was yesterday. I was sitting in TAPS class trying to like find something in SkillBridge, trying to get information. I'm just sending a bunch of BS out to all these companies. And Seven Eagle Group hit me up the same minute I sent it out, and I was like, wow. They are definitely life changing for all those who might be interested in joining Seven Eagle as well. This is a good one for me too. Personal question would be like, how do you even like, what would be, advice you can give that can help somebody start their own business? Like, is there certain things we should know before we even do that? Or is it like, man, just jump for it?
Honestly, to be honest, it takes a lot of faith. Like, and starting your own business, you would think that you're not going to be, working as hard, and just because I'm the boss man now, but man, I'm working 25/8, but it pays off though. And with starting your business, it takes a lot of planning. It takes a lot of networking. It takes a lot of just honestly, it's stressful, and and being able to work with other entrepreneurs, while I'm still, building my business and getting all that knowledge at the early stage, has been definitely pretty good for me. So I'm just keep your faith. If anybody want to know, just keep your faith and don't be, scared to ask for help, and talk to people. So it's a lot of like people, like in the area that I serve that they might have a business. I have a business, but there's other ways we can network. We can, you might need my help. I might need, just a lot of different things you can do. All the things you have to do is just reach out. So don't be scared to do that.
One thing I was doing while I was listening to you was the one word you really kept saying was networking. So if you can give us a little bit of feedback on how important it is to network, even if you're starting your own business or just trying to go for an actual job, how important is it to use like, I don't know if you use LinkedIn, I'm pretty sure you have, but to actually like expand your network?
So for you have to understand like your target area, like your audience, right? So like I know like for landscaping, my audience might be, the little older crowd, the older people. And so I did things like every day, every direct mail, things where I can pick certain community, certain side of town where I want to send advertisement to. That's part of networking. That's part of marketing. When we have things in the city like events where you can just they have a entrepreneurship thing it's like every Wednesday down in Birmingham. So just go there, just talk to people. I met some guys. They were over property management companies, and I was just able to get a couple contracts like that. So just being able to just get out, and you have to just get out, use your phone. Things happening near me, and just go out and attend.
I like that. That's like something I'm working on right now. Is I'm trying to like talk to just regular people in my neighborhood, just trying to build, expand friendships and networks, and just see
Yeah.
like not just veterans but everybody, and see what they're up to, and see if there's any way I can even play a part in that type of thing
Yeah.
that they're going through. So when it came to your business, right, was that always a goal, or was it a dream that you were just like, okay, this was a dream now I'm gonna turn it into my goal? And to double up that question, what was some of your motivation to keep grinding and keep pushing forward?
Um, let me tell you the story. So when I was a baby and toddler age around that time,
Mm-hmm.
my dad, he would keep me on the lawnmower. Him or my granddad just keep me on heavy equipment, just showing me the ropes at an early age. And I worked, I did landscaping throughout high school, and it just at this point when I started, when I branched out on my own, it didn't feel like work to me. But like the actual, like when you go to a property and it looks kind of bad, and when you leave, it looks 10 times better, and that gives me motivation. And seeing smiles on customer faces, okay, Mr. Parker, see you again next week, or something like that. And being able to, like you said, with the community, being able to, go down the road, Miss, so and so stay here, you cut our yard, Mister, he stayed there, you cut their yard, and it's just things like that. I just like being out and about, man. And with the motivational piece, I have a lot of family that's like behind me, and that's they help me market. Word of mouth goes a long way, and it's a lot of pressure because I'm telling this person that this person is good, and so and I have to uphold those standards. So with that, and that's pretty much it.
I like that too, because like just by you saying that, like I'm lucky enough to have family members that brag about me all the time, and
Yeah.
when they do that, they like brag to their friends, and then they tell their friends, and then they tell their friends, and then that's like another form of marketing that you don't even
Yeah.
see on the side. But
And
now
then
like there's random people that already know you and probably add you, and they're like, hey, I'm really interested in this.
And then when
Um,
they add that, oh, he was in the military. I was like, oh my god.
he's still serving. He's out
Yeah.
here doing landscape. um, so what are kind of were there any like hard soft skills prior or in or before the military that helped you um in this whole transitioning state as well?
um, the main thing I learned like about that subject is stepping out your comfort zone. Like being from Alabama, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have accents, and people, you know how we talk from the South, and going straight to California.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty. Like, I was like, okay, like I feel my accent going away. I feel, because it was a barrier for me. And with the military, they might just put you in this place, but I was able to grow, become a better person. Been to different like leadership training courses. and being able to supervise people. I had a section of 3 people, and being able to have them trust me with the things that they needed. It was stressful, but it pays off. Now I'm able to run a crew. Now I'm able to train. Use those same skills to work for my business.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
want you to know, like, for me, just starting off and trying to go in insurance and trying to do sales and all that, you were definitely a big inspiration to me. I wanted to start my own company one day. I didn't have like no way of knowing how to even do it. So this is actually kind of perfect for me as well. Um,
Man, all I can say is just do what I like. What I do, I sit at home and I just
mhm,
scroll and read, watch video. Just things that keep my finding ways to make your job easier, better, or just finding alternate things to do, different tasks. Part of like with the field you're going. And I just watch a lot of people that do the same thing I do. Like that's the best way like to learn. So.
um, I guess like another good question would be right. It kind of goes into the skill bridge one. Uh, I'm kind of drawing a blank. My bad. So when it comes to like the skill bridge, right? On a real note, when it comes to the skill bridge, right? What are some of the things that you can, you know, tell some of the other vets that the skill bridge has helped you in? When I'm talking about this question, I mean like resume writing. Like how important was it, and how did the skill bridge help you with resume writing, or how did they help you with just being able to talk on interviews like this? Because you seem really comfortable with like just a little face to face interview, and a lot of people might be like nervous or shy or they wouldn't know what to say. Um, is there any insight that you can give us on that, like how they help you, develop not just work life, but also like for personal reasons and to help you actually become a better version of yourself?
So with the skill bridge opportunity, I knew it was it was all on me. They're not gonna with the military. They're not gonna keep telling you about different opportunities, right? So you have to reach out for your own and see what's good for you. And with my military background, being able to go to like instructor courses, being a certified instructor, all that stuff, goes into my resume. All that stuff plays a part with, how I'm comfortable with talking to you right now. Uh, we have, we've trained to do this in front of 300-400 people, and
Mhm.
so just getting those skills from like the military
Mhm.
and making sure I'm certified and everything before I got out, and now I got this skill bridge opportunity where I can reach out like from people all over the world and share my views on skill bridge and the military. So I would just say, just got to be yourself, like just, but you can't be like don't get too. Just be yourself. That's pretty much that's pretty much it.
Be yourself, but also in like a business setting, try to be a little bit professional. But you can still be yourself, but just kind of hold back a little bit on the crazy part.
Yeah, definitely. And like the military in you already. When you get out, like I'm noticing, like when I get out, when I go out into the like the public, and it's like I feel like when you go to Walmart, for example, you feel like all eyes are on you. You know what I mean? And so like being able to not be around the people that were like all military people. You know how we are like on base and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And being able to go out, you're making friends that are civilians now, and a lot of things that we do in the military. It frustrates like us when like when you're transitioning, you're gonna be dealing with like civilians, and people don't know like that's a big deal for a lot of veterans. But you just have to, like for me, I got a lot of people that are vets around, so you just got to find the right like people around you. So.
the right group, the right positive people that will help push you to your goals instead of like holding you back. Um, Another question for me is, something I struggle with, and I have this on a few of my lives. Some of the things I struggle with are like slowing down. Slowing down. Obviously, in the military, it's all go, 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 move from point A to point B, get here, get there, be there at 10 minutes early. Because if you're early, you're on time, and if you're on time, you're late.
Exactly.
How did you like while you were transitioning and starting to like find your career? How did you kind of like, or which strategies did you use to kind of just slow down and really like hone in on certain things? And then a part two for that, right? After how you slowed down is how did you space out work and having free time for yourself to actually like do things that you want to do.
So with my when I how my job was set up back at Maxwell, we had 4 in the morning shifts. You get off around 2 o'clock. 1, 2 o'clock, and so it was a sacrifice. If I'm going to stay up, once I get off, it got to be it got to benefit me some way. So I'm gonna use this time to get all my licenses, in order, get all my certification, resumes, get everything I need in order. It was like I said, it was a sacrifice. You losing sleep and still having to go work out at 4 in the morning. But what made me like slow down and I was still doing the things that I was passionate about. So I would take a day off and go fishing. Just sit out at the lake, think about a lot of things. Just getting back to being yourself. What things put me at ease. And that stuff really helped. So.
And I totally agree with you. I like fishing too. I'm just not the best at it. I kind of YouTube all the techniques and then I cast out and then reel back in. And I'll be like, well,
Gotta
go. Can you kind of elaborate a little bit on like how the importance of kind of just, not just for taking your time. We just talked about that, but I mean the importance of, you getting in touch with reconnecting with not everybody in your fam, not everybody in your neighborhood, but yourself, like doing things that you like. How important is that to do that post military? Because obviously, in the military, we don't have that time to do that. How important was it for you to do that?
I mean, it feel like you said, the military takes a lot of time from you, and so at this point, it's kind of rewarding. It's like I'd put all this work in for 4, 7 years. This long. Now I can sit back and go out by the lake. Now I can. We still gonna get work in at the end of that's gonna come first. But I gotta be good mentally, physically. So going to the gym, I got to keep myself. Military people gotta stay busy. So, so yeah, like for me, I stay busy. I go, I do my rounds, and I still find random things to do, and it just gives me a sense of completion. This task got completed, and so I feel better, mentally from stuff like that.
That sounds amazing. Like I said, I'm probably gonna hit you up after this, Jacorey, to kind of get fishing tips because, like I said, I kind of cast out. Then I reel back in, and I try to make it look like the lure's a fish or something like that, or a worm.
What state are you in?
I'm actually in Florida right now.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm bad. We should be good at fishing if you're in Florida. I'm trash. So I want to be very respectful of your time, and I truly do appreciate you coming on. Just some parting words. Is there any advice or anything you would like to say to our viewers or veterans? Anything, advice you would want to give to them?
Do what you're passionate about. You gotta take sacrifices. You might sacrifice the stability from the military. Financially, you might sacrifice just being available, like time and stuff like that. But it'll pay off. As long as you do all the work, it'll pay off, and you'll be all right.
I appreciate you today, Jacorey. I really do. Thank you on the half of Seven Eagle Group, and I can say on the part of them as well. We truly appreciate you taking your time to not just talk about yourself, but to also help people understand that veterans that come not from just any group, but definitely from Seven Eagle Group, we have a lot to offer. We
Yes,
have a lot
sir.
to offer, and we have roles to play, and we are ready and to achieve our goals and your guys' goals as well. So again, I truly do appreciate you, Jacorey. I'm definitely going to talk to you after this as well. Um, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And again, Jacorey, thank you so much for paying it forward. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. You too.